go.
Twitter user by the name of Jordan Jones compiled a thread of like all the news that was announced today with Entertainment Weekly, like everything that was released to them. So first one is, even though Creature Commandos is technically the first DCU project, James Gunn says it's not necessarily crucial to the larger storytelling plan. I thought that was kind of obvious. It doesn't seem like a major plot point. It just seems like a nice little side adventure.
Yeah, just a thing to.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to do the whole building block thing of like everything you gotta watch it, but it's like no, it's thematically introducing you to this world. You know, he said chapter 1 it's gods and monsters. Okay, for a TV show, we got to hang out with the monsters.
Yeah.
And they already introduced you to a lot of the popular DC locations, so they did world building and character stories at the same time.
Oh yeah, the fact that they mentioned Bloodhaven and what was it, Emerald City? I was just like, all right, Star City. There we go. I keep mixing them up. Star
Coast
City.
City.
I'm like, there you go. That's already
Yeah.
setting the stones of what's gonna be part of this world and what we're gonna explore eventually.
Yeah, if Superman doesn't fail.
We'll see. We got a month. I have hope.
I admire the optimism.
Yep. So the
I
next
work
one
with
is
it.
the next one is, and this caused a big stir on like all of social media last week because of what
Whoa.
James described it. Humanity has been exposed to metahumans, i.e., superpowered individuals, in the DCU for 300 years. People had an issue with James Gunn basically describing Mr. Terrific as a metahuman and saying Superman was a metahuman and classifying Crypto as a meta. I get what he was doing, but at the same time, Superman isn't a meta. He's an alien. But I mean, if you think about it, back in like with the Arrowverse, when they fought the Amazo was able to mimic Superman and Supergirl's powers, and at the same time, he was able to mimic Green Arrow's powers. Who is technically Green Arrow's just a normal human.
Yep.
So falls in line the same way as Mr. Terrific. So I get what everybody's gripe was, but at the same time, I get what he's trying to do. It's just basically like putting doing like just dumbing it down enough to like newbies, I guess.
Not
That's
even
just the way.
newbies,
That's
general
just
audiences.
like the general audience. And I mean, people, you have a problem with that. You just have a problem with it at the end of the day. It's not that big of a deal to me. I get what he's trying to do.
Yeah. Like I think I even took it more of like that's how the DC world civilians see these individuals as metahumans, as enhanced individuals who have powers or willing to do these bombastic stuff. So I didn't take it too literally. If that's the case, okay.
Yeah, them
What's
as
next?
civilians, they don't have like any better classification for them.
Yeah. So next, Maxwell Lord, head of Lord Tech, is one of the multiple tech billionaires in the DCU. I'm already expecting Simon Stagg because of the Metamorpho and
You see
Baby
Stack's building
Joey.
in the trailer.
Yeah. So like that whole thing, I'm expecting that. Draven's back again, but his name is Pete this time. Unless this is Darren.
Yep. Yep.
Both have been associated with Shrek images. so
Friendly
it makes
neighborhood
sense.
Darren.
Yeah. So
I really, really, really don't like how much of a sleazy car salesman he looks like. I really don't like this version of Maxwell Lord.
It's the hair. It's the hair.
It's not even the hair. It's the presentation. It's like the fact we've seen more of him in a fucking Peacemaker trailer and we'll see him in Superman. I'm just like, dude, I don't know.
I mean, that's fair. But will he be worse than the Maxwell Lord that was in Supergirl?
I
don't even think that was bad though.
I didn't like that.
was great
that
in
Maxwell. No, that Maxwell Lord always gave, and I'm not saying bad as in like he was horribly acted. That Maxwell Lord gave me like
car salesman.
No, serial, for lack of better verbiage, like he wanted to like molest Supergirl or something. Like it was
Jesus.
creepy.
It was creepy. Yeah.
He was very creepy. And then when you see him in other stuff, like he's acting normal. Like he dialed up the creep factor on that version of Maxwell Lord to like 100. Like when he made Bizarro, and he was just like Bizarro Supergirl, he was just like all on her. Like he was just like, yeah, you're gonna help me out, and I'm gonna do. It was
You
creepy.
talking about in the comics?
No, I'm talking about in the Supergirl show. That version of Maxwell Lord was creepy to me.
Well, you mean the one that's played by
Peter Fincinelli.
yeah, the Twilight dude.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
so it's like I wonder how this one will compare to that one.
I'm kind of siding with Philip on this. I just don't. This is my issue with this. Aside from trailers and everything, this is my expectation for Superman. Do I think it's gonna be a good movie? Yes, but it's like even like footage wise, there's some things I might like. Oh, I like that. And nothing that I'm worried about. Do I have nitpicks and stuff like that? I'm like, from an aesthetic point of view, absolutely. I have a whole list of it. Just straight off the bat, not trying to be cynical about it. It's just like, hey, okay, Maxwell Lord, like that does not look like Maxwell Lord at all.
It doesn't at all.
Yeah.
That's not a bad critique. Like that's everybody.
And the fact of like you already had this. Now I understand the reboot. This is the thing. I'm not one of those people like, oh, that doesn't make sense. So is Peacemaker season 1 connected? And
don't worry, Mike. I got plenty of cynicism to throw around. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just giving the nice version for you. So I'm speaking for you. But like this is just like, okay, and how long you plan on having Maxwell Lord in the DCU? Because this, I'm just saying, I don't know how old Sean is, but just like, with other characters and stuff that they have longevity. Again, and I'm not trying to say that he can't play no serious roles, but just like, hey, everyone has a role to play. You have the joke, prankster, whatever. You have the serious character, you have the smart character, whatever, and all of that has perfect synergy and balance. Not saying none of these people can have balance and humor or have a line there or whatever. But what I'm saying is that there's, from an actor's track record that they played this type of character. Sean fits in, and he's always played this type of character, not in whether in mocap, live action, whatever. He's a character that they plays that you don't take them seriously.
Well, to be fair, he was recently on an episode of Grey's Anatomy playing a grieving father, and he was really good at that. Like I didn't even realize it was Sean. Like he dyed his hair back,
right?
The natural hair.
To be fair, Lance, it's amazing what an actor can do when they're handed great writing. But I digress.
Ooh.
But here's the weird thing. I look at this Maxwell Lord version, and I'm like, listen, the Wonder Woman 84 script is a whole podcast on itself. But Pedro's Maxwell Lord looks like Maxwell Lord from the books, and it's fascinating. It's ironic. I'm like, you got the visuals right there, but I don't know what you did with that script.
I guess with this, we have to wait and see what they do. Right now, I can kind of look at this guy and be like, oh my God, you shot Ted Kord. Like I can kind of see, like he looks like he would, just like going on a
bro. He looks like he can't even fucking fire a gun in the right direction. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's the evil hair. It's evil hair. That's evil.
No, I don't see evil. I just see punk. I just see a bitch, dude. Like I don't know.
We gotta wait. We gotta wait.
Phil,
and see.
You're not alone, Phil. You're not alone.
We know if he's gonna be evil? Like is he gonna be a focal point?
I see an old man. That's what I see. I see an old man. I don't see a young Maxwell Lord. I see an old.
I just see Sean Gunn doing Sean Gunn. And I don't think that's inherently a bad thing, but that's what he's doing. Yeah.
Like Pedro's Maxwell Lord, I can see him A, killing Ted Kord, and then B, trying to like puff up the Justice League and be like, hey guys, I'm your new sponsored. I got a new team members here. Try him out, see if it works out. And him being, fucking on the down low planning stuff out. Visually, I could see that with Pedro's. But
it's great. But
is he gonna be in the Blue Beetle show? An animated show. With Blue Beetle, because at the end of the movie, we know Ted is alive, but then it's like,
oh yeah.
Remember?
But you know what? I'm gonna agree with Phil, and honestly, I don't like that my mind is going this way. I think in this version, yes, Maxwell Lord is the tech billionaire, but I think he's just the brains of the outfit. I think Guy Gardner went to him like, hey, you got money, sponsor me. I have some super friends, make us some suits, yada, yada, yada. I want all this attention. You sponsor us. You act like you'll basically be the face of this team. I think that's what they're going for. I think Guy went to, I don't think he really wanted to anything to do with it. And maybe that leads into his greater storyline later on down the line.
Can we move on? I'm fucking over this clown.
But he's always been, Phil, you already know, he's always been a weird casting to me too.
Right.
Like I honestly thought that was a joke.
He's great as G.I. Robot, and I hope we do.
I'll say this: the nepotism jab is low hanging fruit at best. I won't entertain it. I'm just like pointed out. There's a lot of people who are like, "Oh, he only got it because it's his brother," and it's like, well, yeah, no fucking shit, Sherlock. Find something more original to say.
Plenty of other directors do that.
Yeah. And I think it like in theory, I think it makes sense. Their mindset when doing that casting, it's like, okay, we don't want to cast you as someone who's like, your Batmans, your superheroes, your major players, who's a character that's going to be around for the next 10 years, but aren't one of the big players. It's like, well, Maxwell Lord, he's always going to be around. He's always going to be doing stuff. So I understand that state of mind.
You know who would have been better? Who's been in a James Gunn project? Peter Strauss. Peter Strauss.
Sure.
That's not bad.
Quill's grandfather, Peter Strauss, would have been fucking great for Maxwell Lord.
Yeah.
Sure. But here's the thing, like with the casting stuff, I even like what in Commandos they did with oh my gosh. I feel like I'm the Batman guy. Oh my gosh, with the cigar.
Phosphorus.
Are you talking about not Daggett, fuck the other one. Damn it,
Rupert Thorne. Yeah, I love what they did with the casting, where it was like it's what's his name, Dutch from Red Dead Redemption, and I was like,
oh, I'm
cool.
sorry, Ragu corrected me. It's Greg Henry. Greg Henry, he would have been great. Henry would have been fucking great as Maxwell Lord. But
Lightning Bolt brings up a good point though. Like Maxwell Lord is one of those characters who shows up here and there. We probably won't see him much anyway. So,
fingers crossed.
Sure.
But next up, Lex Luthor, head of Luthor Corp, is described as a sorcerer of science, capable of engineering the most fantastical gadgets and technology to achieve his goals. That is going to be a refreshing change of pace because after having Michael Cudlitz, who his Lex was great, but
dominated that role. Oh my god!
Yeah, but his Lex wasn't a genius. His Lex had a team. He was just he was the muscle.
I think you're downplaying his intellect a little bit.
No, I'm not trying to downplay like
genius.
that. Yeah, like he's a different kind of genius, but he's not the one that made all the tech. Like he figured out what he could do.
Okay, I'll give you that. He figured
out what he could do.
Technical savvy, but he was just very maniacal and very
street smart.
Yeah, they had no fun for the tech.
He was very methodical.
He was very bold in thinking that he could still take Superman under a red sun.
Dude, him and Superman had a knuckle drag out fight, and it was fucking badass.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Like I give that show like criticism, but man, that Lex Luthor casting was some of the best shit they've done on fucking TV. Period.
I was not expecting it to be that good because honestly, I love Michael Cudlitz from his time on like Walking Dead and stuff, but when they cast him as Lex,
it's really funny you mentioned that because like I'm going through The Walking Dead right now, and like I'm on season 5, and he gets introduced at the end of. It's either the beginning of season 4 or the beginning of or the end of season 4. Abraham comes in like somewhere in there. I think he gets introduced in season 4. I don't fucking remember, but he's back. I'm at the point where he's in the show, and he's fucking Michael Cudlitz is awesome, dude. I love Michael Cudlitz. He's amazing.
It was just fun seeing like at the end, like when him and why am I forgetting his name?
Tyler Hoechlin.
No, Coleman. The guy that played Bruno Mannheim.
Chad Coleman.
Chad Coleman.
Yeah. Chad Coleman.
Chad Coleman. Seeing him and seeing him and seeing Michael Cudlitz on the screen together at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, that was cool.
I loved
cool.
it. Like,
Yeah.
like that was
Yeah,
cool.
that was
Yeah.
brilliant.
And the fact that you bring in a Lex that can talk down somebody like Jordan who's half Kryptonian, he made that half Kryptonian quiver back in fear. You haven't had a Lex that does
I'm
that
sorry.
before.
Oh, my bad. I'll try and keep. I'm sorry. Lance, I feel really ignorant now. How do you pronounce your wife's name? I want to pronounce it correctly.
Talicia. But
Talicia, my apologies.
Everybody just calls her Angel. So yeah.
Okay. I'll keep my cursing to a minimal. Apologies.
They about to get out the car anyway, so they won't be listening. But
I still feel bad. I want children hearing my filthy mouth.
Yeah, Phil.
Darren, shut up.
But this Lex, I'm really interested to see this Lex, like getting to hear some more of his lines. Like like every single Lex is butthurt, but his down bad for hating Lex kind of reminds me of how dang it, why can't I remember his name now?
Michael Rosenbaum?
John Cryer?
No, John Cryer.
Yeah.
I'm having a bad day. It reminds me of like how John Cryer would just like throw jabs at Superman and Supergirl in the Arrowverse. Like he said, he's not a man, he's an it with a stupid grin and a dumb outfit. I loved that because it's just like dog, you're petty for no reason. Like you're a petty genius. You have no reason. You have no reason to do this. So like, I'm really excited for this.
I read that whole Entertainment Weekly run with Gunn and Corn Sweat, the whole spread. It was I mean, these images are cool and all, but I don't know. I got to see this. I got to see this Lex in action because I'm very mixed on it personally. Oh, that's dope.
Oh,
look at that.
Is that cereal?
Nice.
It's a Tweety box.
Those are Wheaties, right?
Wheaties box.
Is there real cereal in there?
No, I ate it all.
Damn it.
You know,
Come on, Mike.
Good man. Good man.
you eat a lot of shit when you're depressed. It happens.
Did anyone get into the July 8th screening from Amazon?
Yep.
I did. I got it.
I can't believe I was awake around that time because it's so weird. Nobody announced it. I saw a friend of mine say he got his tickets, and I was like, "Wait a minute, are they on sale?"
Because like I was in Film Junkies live stream yesterday in the chat, and I was like, I have almost no desire to go rush out and get a ticket for this. But then I saw the link, and I was like, "Huh, I wonder if my local theater is showing it." Sure enough, 7:00 that day, and I was like, "Well, the theater's empty."
Wait, so when does the film come out? What's that?
Yeah, so it comes out on July 11th, but Amazon is doing a early access screening on the 8th through Fandango. So you have to have your Amazon account. You have to click on the link through Amazon, and then it'll forward you to. I know it's fucking dumb,
but this is what I'm saying. Like it's kind of bullshit because, like, okay, this is a conversation off screen. You know, whatever for you guys in the
yeah. We'll
like,
head in the Discord later. Don't worry.
Yeah, but like when you get into press screenings, it's usually the Tuesday, the week the movie comes out, and there's half where you have reserved seating for press, and then the rest of the room is for people who just got a fan, ticket, whatever, or some of them are influencers, whatever that might. But now they're in the reserve section. But anyway, I'm saying that theater is going to be shared with the fan event and everything. So like, they were going to do this regardless. They did it for for Sinners. They did the same thing for John Wick and everything like that. So like they this is not new. I just think the whole thing.
I got a question.
This is a sponsorship ramp for Prime.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys. So the Amazon thing, is it just America only?
Yeah.
It might be. You'd have to check. Do you have an Amazon Prime account?
It's just America.
Oh, is it just America?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Taladia. Get your SOL.
You can just come over here for like a week and you'll be good.
Oh, I'm embracing my full supervillain. Don't get me wrong. I'm going full supervillain with this one. I typically don't do like spoiler reviews. Oh, best believe when I get out of that movie theater and I come here to record my shit, it's going to be a full-on spoiler review and it's going to be on YouTube.
I have you in my review.
Phil, I'm reviewing with you, bro, because I got tickets for the whole family. So like we're going that day, and then the week after that is my birthday stream. So
well, guess what? The very next day is a council episode, and people on council probably won't see it till fucking Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When are you going out of town, Lance?
No one fucking cares, Jake.
For Comic-Con?
Yeah, when's the week you need me to host that? Because that's
That's
around
when-
that time, right?
The 20.
No, that we're out. I need you to host on the first week of July. The week of Comic-Con, I don't. None of us leave till like Thursday, so
Yeah.
I'll still be here that Tuesday, unless you just want to host.
No, that's fine. I've done enough.
but
You wonder why you
anywho-
were fired.
Anywho, when
Darren had too
asked
many
if
chances.
Ultraman is Lex Luthor's attempt at, who is asking these questions?
Entertainment Weekly.
Obviously, this kind of obvious. But he said, I think it's close. Ultraman is sort of Lex's thug, and is pretty powerful. Like, what if he just takes off the mask at the end of the movie and says, you know what? Do it yourself, little.
Haha.
It's
I would
bizarre.
actually love that. Like, if he just got a backbone of like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Do we
It's
know who's
Bizarro.
under the mask yet or no?
It's Bizarro.
Tyler Hoechlin.
It's Bizarro.
That'd be nuts.
Not Henry Cavill.
Not Cavill.
What if it was though?
No.
Do you know how crazy that would be?
There
if
ain't no
it was
way.
Henry Cavill?
Based on what I was told and how that conversation went between Henry Cavill and James Gunn, there ain't no fucking way Henry Cavill's under that cowl.
No way.
It's Ben
Ain't
Affleck.
no way. And probably not him either.
It's Gal Gadot.
It's Bizarro.
That would be the biggest surprise since Grogu.
Gal Gadot?
Don't be shocked when it doesn't happen.
No, Henry.
Oh,
no
It's
way.
not going to be Henry.
it's probably
The
just
only thing you
David.
probably have Henry come back
probably-
is if they ever do a Kingdom Come and they be like, you know what? All right, we're going to bring Henry Cavill. for this.
Exactly.
Not even that. It's going to be it's going to be some kind of
It'd be
Crisis on Infinite Earth.
yeah.
That's
Can
what
we
it would be.
wait
Yeah,
a while
and-
before doing
and-
that, please? They've done that story
Yeah.
too much in the last 3 years.
Well,
What
first
if
of all,
they-
you're acting like it's happening tomorrow. It's not, jackass. We're just talking about theoretically.
Get
And
the
he'd
big
be
guns.
at the right appropriate age for it because I mean, the older the better. For
Right.
that
What if it's
for that
Brandon
role
Routh?
and everything. Nah.
Permanently on the bench.
What if it is Tyler Hoechlin? I'd be down for that.
That'd be funny.
That'd be
Nah.
funny.
That'd be
What if it's Tom Welling?
You thought
Nah.
you
Dean
could replace
Cain,
me?
guys.
He's in
If it's
rehab.
Dean Cain, never mind.
We had to
Honestly, I'm not body shaming, but the body's too small to be Dean Cain. I'm just
It is.
It is.
yeah.
But power rings, as seen with Guy Gardner and Hal Jordan, are one of the mightiest. I can't read either. Mightiest objects in existence.
That's great. Moving on.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Mother's
Lanterns is halfway through filming. Cool because Aaron Pierre is just out with his girlfriend. Tiana
Did you see my
Taylor,
post
at,
I
like,
made today?
yeah. Hey, you cook with that. I ain't even. Gonna
I
lie.
know I'm cooking.
You
I got
cook
some
with
seasoning, paprika in that shit. Hey, excuse me.
Good stuff.
I'm excited to see
Um,
him, Stuart.
James Gunn confirms he's developing a follow-up to Superman. What I'm working on is in some way, I mean, yes, but it is a straight up but is it a straight up sequel? I would not say necessarily.
Yes,
I-
because it's gonna be Batman and Superman World's Finest, not versus.
I don't
World's
even think it's gonna
Finest.
be
Please,
I don't
please
think it's
no.
gonna be
And
that.
he's gonna middle finger the entire
Please
audience
no.
for it.
Please no.
I don't think it's gonna
Please,
be that.
no.
And that's all I'll say because that's just copying the DCEU. I don't think it's
No.
even gonna be that.
It just do. I'm just gonna do it better. He's gonna take the animated episode.
Better?
from
That's
Superman,
subjective.
the animated series.
That's very
I
subjective.
honestly, what if it's just a team up movie between Superman and Supergirl, and y'all are everybody's putting so
That
much
could
on
be
this?
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that
it-
would be
but
good if it
no.
was.
I could see that.
No, I rebuke.
If he was gonna do a sequel with Batman and Superman, he'd probably take the Dan Mora. What's that comic? World's
World's
Finest comic.
Finest with
Yeah.
Mark
That's what I
Waid.
said. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly.
Clearly,
Yeah,
a
Yeah.
crypto
that,
movie.
or like
Clearly.
the Public Enemies movie.
What's
Yeah.
up, Tyler? Baby Joey spinoff movie. Hey, do you know how OP he would be in that movie? Couldn't nobody do nothing with him. Because he just... Hey, a Baby Joey movie. That dang it, Tyler. James Gunn, just like he said he's doing with crypto, he's gonna be doing Baby Joey shorts. I bet.
I don't even know what that is yet. I
He's the
keep
son
seeing
of
the
Rex
little
Mason
action
and-
figure. I don't know what it is.
He's the
No,
son of
what?
Rex Mason and Sapphire.
That's the son.
And
yeah.
Sapphire Stag.
Yeah.
That's Metamorpho's son.
Yeah.
The thing is, his powers don't work. His powers work. They're kind of the same thing, except they're kind of the same thing as Metamorphos, except it happens to people around him. Except if you're blood related. So
Okay.
yeah. That's just the
content.
weird. That's just the weirdness of comics back in the day. A new Wonder Woman film is officially being penned at DC Studios. People were mad because they didn't save this a little bit for San Diego Comic-Con. But let's be honest,
at Comic-Con.
half of these, yeah.
But I will say that tracks with what I heard on Sunday.
Yeah, Audrey. What's the girl? Audrey from Blink Twice. Can we just say that she's gonna be Wonder Woman? I know it's fan casting, but it's.
You mean Adria Jorna?
Yes. Yeah.
Biggs from Andor. Yeah.
Yep.
Morgan Freeman, please.
Morgan Freeman is crazy. James Gunn reconfirms Robert Pattinson remains active in Matt Reeves' corner of the DC Elseworlds. A series of movies and shows, including The Penguin, remain separate from the main DCU's franchise story continuity. We're supposed to see that script shortly. I can't wait.
If I speak, if I fucking speak, you know what? I'm gonna drop a fucking bomb right now.
I legit, when I read that the first time,
That's ironic.
I thought of Phil.
That's ironic. Coming from the guy who canceled the GCPD and Arkham show. That's fucking ironic. Yeah.
Plot twist.
That's ironic. Don't even get me started on the script. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
Oh boy.
But do we really want the GCPD and Arkham show?
No.
I mean, would you?
I didn't even finish. I'm saying, did we want it? I did.
Yeah.
It would just be a retread of Gotham to me.
I think. I mean, I continue to say I think that Arkham show would have been better in the DCU. Like, I think that would have been sick as hell.
Yeah.
But after the Penguin Arkham episode, I was like, you know what? That episode's incredible. That's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
I
So,
still
like,
haven't finished.
I'd be
Penguin,
open to it.
So
What?
You gotta
man.
fit. It's so good, man.
Finish it, man.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
it is top tier. It is S tier. It is.
It's actually one of those comic villain projects where your character feels like a villain and not
Yep.
a watered down,
The show rivals the movie for me. Like, it's that good.
Something else ironic. James Gunn and Peter Safran tried to take credit for the Batman and the Penguin.
He did. And Super Slash Man, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
tried.
that was one of them too.
He tried.
I mean, that would make sense. Oh my God, this guy is still replying, Phil. Jesus Christ. Anywho,
Oh my god.
Gunn is
sucks.
conscious of not giving audiences homework. You won't have to watch Superman to enjoy Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Which makes sense. They're not. Some people would assume because that's Superman's cousin that the stories would be initially tied together, but she's in space. So
It'll be like
I
a
mean,
Fantastic Four situation. It'll just be
Yeah.
like,
Isn't it a prequel, or do we not know that yet?
Probably not.
I don't think it's a prequel, no.
Okay.
I just hope we get an answer as to how Superman ended up with her dog. Like, do they know each other already? Is what I want to know.
Yeah, well, I think honestly, I think it makes more sense for it to be a prequel. The fact that like how she got to Earth,
Right.
at the end of the film, but then because like she's in costume and everything, but then just kind of like okay, they have the end of the second end of Supergirl to be like okay, yeah, thank you for taking care of my dog, and it'd be like some situation where when the pods were going one detour, then Crypto was attached with Clark was the infant, so it was like you want the animal to be with be the protector or whatever, while your older cousin is detoured off of a chunk of freaking Krypton and everything. So